Was good in the building. I ain't gonna be on too long because trying to make this shit short. I'm still working on some other music, but came across some shit that blew my fucking mind, and I was motherfucking right. Now I understand why those bastards at YouTube deleted my video, "World's Most Evil Invention in the World." Oh yeah, these motherfuckers wilding. Robocop is here, y'all. I need y'all to hear this.
Robots with the potential for deadly force. The SFPD policy just considered by San Francisco supervisors allowing robots to kill suspects in certain critical situations. There's been a lot of talk about Robocop, which I think sets, a whole lot of minds going to a whole lot of different places. This is KTVU Fox 2 News at 7 on KTVU Plus. And that controversial plan just passed about an hour ago in an 8-3 vote. Welcome, everyone, to the 7 here on KTVU Plus. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Greg Lee. Those police robots will be allowed to use potentially deadly force. The plan's drawn criticism from civil liberties advocates.
Potential deadly force. Potential deadly force.
KTVU crime reporter Henry Lee reports.
San Francisco police asking for approval by the Board of Supervisors to use robots like this one as a potential deadly force option. That means military-grade machines operated by trained officers.
Military-grade machines. Now, like the robot is coming out with some wheels and it look like it got like some type of like shit. Like it don't have no arms and legs. But it like the shit that the military use when they trying to defuse bombs and shit. Like they throw the motherfucking robot in, they got a camera on it, they got like some grabbing hands, and it can grab whatever it can, on some transport shit. They got transport shit, but like this motherfucker's on wheels. But let's keep going.
Could potentially kill suspects during critical incidents.
There's been a lot of talk about Robocop, which I think sets, a whole lot of minds going to a whole lot of different places, but this is not that.
San Francisco supervisor Raphael Mandelman.
That motherfucker didn't sound too confident saying that shit. Cause like I'm not in my place, but this ain't that. Nigga, yes it is. Yes it is. I told motherfuckers this shit was gonna happen. They started with, okay, we need to pass a law to let the drones fly. Then New York did the robot dog shit. Then we got the motherfucking robot dogs on the border tasing immigrants. Come on now, y'all didn't think Robocop was gonna come next? This shit made me want to roll up. I'm rolling up right now. Roll up. Y'all didn't think that shit was gonna come next? Drones. Robot dogs. Now this motherfucking robot is on wheels. Next, motherfucker's about to have hands and feet. Like Robocop. The world's most evil invention in the world. Robots. Let's finish going. Let's go back a little bit.
A lot of talk about Robocop, which I think sets, a whole lot of minds going to a whole lot of different places, but this is not that.
Man, that nigga don't sound fucking confident. It is that. Robocop had a gun. Robocop was blasting niggas. The robot that they used to try to stop Robocop with, that motherfucker killed the motherfucker his own people in the office. This shit is motherfucking crazy. What up, though, big dog Philly OG? I'm just talking about some motherfucking the fucking crazy shit. Robocop is here now. San Francisco just passed a bill allowing robots to kill a motherfucker. It's going down.
San Francisco supervisor Raphael Mandelman supports using robots for specific life-threatening cases.
In fact, I think it would be irresponsible not to make some kind of plan to use that technology in that.
He said it'll be irresponsible not to use this robot to kill a motherfucker. See what this motherfucker just said? And San Francisco just passed this shit. It was an 8-3 vote. 8-3. Shit motherfucking crazy.
Thick eventuality.
Is really just opening a window that eventually somebody's going to want to crawl through.
Matthew Goriglia, a policy analyst with the Electronic Frontier Foundation, says it doesn't make sense to give robots the ability to kill.
We are going to lessen the burden of using deadly force from having to pull a gun and pull the trigger to a button on a remote control.
SFPD already has 17 robots, and none of them have live ammunition. But the
motherfucker got 17 robots with no live ammunition. So they shoot beanbags and shoot beanbags. Show that dude with the gun on.
And is considering using a robot with explosives attached as a way to get into a building with violent armed suspects.
What motherfuckers talking about? Motherfuckers talking about we gonna send a robot in with explosives, right? Picture this, because this what goes on. A robot comes into your family gathering, you chilling. Robot comes in there and blows everybody the fuck up. You survive and shit, and the motherfucker hear the shit on the news. Oh yeah, we got the wrong house in the middle of a fucking raid. You know how much damage that shit gonna fucking cause? Bringing a fucking robot in a fucking facility with explosives. But we got a call. There's some dangerous activity here. Did y'all investigate before you even try to do this shit? It's like the swatting incident where motherfuckers be getting swatted and shit. Nobody investigate. Nobody check to see like if this shit is fucking true. Motherfuckers wasting their fucking resources on this shit. But I said this shit was gonna happen. Now I understand why they motherfucking went back a year content in my video to motherfucking grab that shit and give me a strike. Because I was exposing the rock. This nigga was on SNL with a fucking CM robot. You know what CM means. You know, it got something to do with children. And I put that shit on fucking blast, trying to get the rock canceled and shit. But no, those motherfuckers overlooked that shit. But as soon as Tiffany Haddish go through her bullshit and not motherfucking bring my video back out as a resurface, these motherfuckers looked over my shit. They were like, oh man, you was right. You didn't do this shit a year ago. They got rid of my shit because my shit was getting fucking traction. Or they was like, oh shit, we can't cancel the rock. This nigga about to drop another movie, Fast and Furious. We about to drop another movie, Fast and Furious. But these motherfuckers tripping. I'm gonna go back a little bit. You're gonna go back and hear this shit again.
Like life-threatening cases.
In fact, I think it would be irresponsible not to make some kind of plan to use that technology in that horrific eventuality.
Is really just opening a window that eventually somebody's going to want to crawl through.
Matthew Goriglia, a policy analyst with the Electronic Frontier Foundation, says it doesn't make sense to give robots the ability to kill.
We are going to lessen the burden of using deadly force from having to pull a gun and pull the trigger to a button on a remote control.
SFPD already has 17 robots, and none of them have live ammunition. But the department is considering using a robot with explosives attached as a way to get into a building with violent armed suspects barricaded inside. In a statement, SFPD said in part, while an explosive charge may be considered an intermediate force option, it could potentially cause injury or be lethal. Robots equipped in this manner would only be used in extreme circumstances to save or prevent further loss of innocent lives. The discussion in San Francisco comes just a month after the Oakland Police Commission decided against a policy that would have allowed OPD to use robots with shotguns.
It was like Oakland said no. Oakland Police Department was like, wait a minute. You want us to have robots armed with shotguns? It's like, yeah. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline, Mr. Government, sir. Like, you know how much damage they're gonna cause? You know, shotgun spread, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Dallas, a robot armed with explosives was used by police to kill a man suspected of shooting and killing 5 police officers in 2016.
Transport the robot to the scene.
Supervisor Hillary Ronan spoke out against
So that I didn't know. Like, I did not know they deployed a robot to kill a motherfucker. I did not know they did that.
lethal force for robots, saying she thinks this is an incredibly dangerous route to go. In San Francisco, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And Supervisor Ronan weighed in once again just after tonight's vote, writing on Twitter, quote, "Even worse than I thought. Only 3 of us, myself, Shaman Walton, and Dean Preston, voted against arming robots with weapons to kill."
Yeah, that shit is fucking crazy.
Now at 7, police robots with the potential for deadly force. The SFPD.
Potential for deadly force. Now, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about this crazy ass shit? I wasn't even about to go live again. I was gonna wait till tomorrow and do the motherfucking COINTEL profiles, but this shit motherfucking made me want to say something. I have to say something. You know, when you scrolling through your motherfucking Google and you motherfucking see some shit like San Francisco approves of Robocop. Like, what? You have to stop and be like, wait a minute, what? Hold on, okay, let me go back. Okay, salute, okay. Looking at the title, that's why I check. Salute. What up, though, everybody? 2023 about to be crazy. Everything's coming to light. Hell yeah. After 2024, I'm about to get wilder than wild. I advise everybody to learn how to motherfucking be a hacker. But that's gonna be the only shit gonna be popping. That's gonna be the only shit popping. But it's all by design. Like, I seen this shit. I seen it. They told us in the movies. It's like shit. Like, this is the beginning of Skynet. This is the beginning of Skynet. This is the beginning of iRobot. This is the beginning of the fucking Matrix. This is over. AI robots, you know, the fucking Sapphire robot, the motherfucking Meko people. And you know, that ain't shit. That ain't shit compared to what Japan got. Japan made an actual mobile suit Gundam. Okay? An actual mobile suit Gundam. Do y'all know what that is? Do y'all know what the fuck a Gundam is? A Gundam is a fucking giant robot that can blast you and cut you down with a plasma sword, and it can fly into space. Now, I don't know if Japan have that motherfucker capability of flying in space, but I know for a fact that motherfucker probably can walk and shoot. So if there's any World War 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't give a fuck. Japan is winning. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. All the technology in the world ain't gonna stop no fucking Gundam. Gundam is a military weapon. But these motherfuckers presented that it's like some state-of-the-art shit for a anime TV show. But behind closed doors, nigga, that bitch could be operational. That's the whole thing niggas ain't thinking about. That bitch could be operational. You know. But chances are the powers that were probably already talked to them and it's like, all right, we need to check this motherfucking contraption you got. But like, it's just a mobile suit Gundam. It's just for presentation for our comic book and shit. Yeah. But in your comic book, this is a military weapon. We need to check to see if your weapons are real. I don't know if the government still do that. I'm not sure. But watch out for Japan. That's all I gotta say. And when it comes to this motherfucking robot shit, we should have all seen it coming. We should have all seen it coming. New York with the robot dogs. Dogs. You feel me? Dogs. Now this shit is riding on wheels. We got the drones in the sky. I always feel like somebody watching me. And niggas are being replaced. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if the cops be on some South Park shit. They fucking took her down, nigga. Robots, you know. Pay attention to what's going around in your city. Everything going to automation. They got robot checkout lines in some markets and shit. It's like, it's here. It's here. We need to just look at this shit for what it is. It is here. Robots are here and they're going to take over if we don't put an end to this bullshit. But niggas ain't going to do nothing because I got to go to work tomorrow. I love the government because they pay me disability checks and crazy checks and shit. That shit crazy. Real question is what it's going to take for our people to want to fight back. They ain't gonna fight. That's all I see. That they ain't gonna fight. The government has killed men, women, and children in our neighborhood, and we ain't do shit about it. We're not fighting. It's only gonna take a select few. It's only gonna take, you know, that term like many are called, but few are chosen. It's only gonna be few out of each city, state, and town. You know, I'm talking like on some real, I'm talking like some real fighters, and like not only that, we gotta have a head on our shoulders. We gotta have a brain. You know, we gotta have read the Art of War. You know what I'm saying? And the 33 strategies of war, and the 48 laws of power, and all the other warrior code books. You know, to really get mentally ready. But even before we do all that reading, we got to motherfucking lose the fear that we have in ourselves that comes from spiritual hereditary from the motherfuckers from back in the day. We are a product of the mixture of bullshit and the indoctrination, you know. So since we woke up from the bullshit, it's gonna be kind of hard to wake everybody else up. But as long as we got this music, art, and literature, this is like the last bit of creativity that can just shine through all the bullshit. It's like it's just something about it's like when all the bullshit is going on and you go to your hobby or not your hobby, but like the shit that you love to do, like rather it's music, art, or literature, you feel a lot fucking better. You feel healed. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers is really trying to take that shit away. But I say this, I say it now. I mean, I say this, I'm gonna say this forever. You see a robot on the street, you dismantle that motherfucker. You see a robot on the street, you dismantle that motherfucker. You see a drone, you throw a rock at that bitch, or you shoot that bitch with a BB gun or something. Nigga, it's like fuck all that. Fuck all these robot shits. We're gonna make y'all feel that y'all waste your money on this shit. Bring that shit to my fucking neighborhood if you want to. We're gonna put an end to all that shit. Right before I create my EMP. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. But once I learn, I'm gonna be one of the coldest motherfuckers in the game. It's gonna be like the revolutionary in those motherfucking cyberpunk movies. You know what I'm saying? It's like nigga, it's like we're tired of it. You know, now it's about to be corporate wars now. Corporate wars. That the fucking wars against countries is over. You know, like that shit is all wag the dog shit. The real war is on our own fucking soil. Because the new world order, we're gonna need soldiers to fight all over the country and the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're gonna have to calculate this shit perfectly like how they do it. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers using, like using entities and the fucking numbers and shit. We need to do the same shit. It's like that's fighting fire with fire. I'm like, no, 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 no. We don't fight fire with fucking fire. We fight fire with magma. We fight fire with lava. So, like they said, they declare war on conspiracy theorists. Now they brought out the Robocop. It's time to fight. These motherfuckers some pussies too. Oh, y'all don't want to pull the trigger? Y'all been pulling the trigger. Y'all been having niggas out there on the front line. I'm not about to kill a real motherfucking robot. I'm gonna take that bitch and dismantle it. It ain't gonna be satisfying killing a robot. It's not satisfying to me. Not to me. Hacking that bitch and making it do some, that motherfucking you remember the other robot on Robocop that shot those niggas in that office? That's what I'm gonna turn y'all robots into. I'm gonna turn that bitch and get y'all. Keep fucking with me, government. Keep fucking with me. It's like I'm tired of y'all sick. Y'all just gonna motherfuckers just gonna sit here and be like, yup. San Francisco just bought out Robocop. Y'all just gonna actually just say that. Y'all actually voted on that, and there's a lot of more shit to vote for that's a lot better than putting fucking robots on a goddamn street. What is San Francisco going through anyway? You know what I'm saying? Do they got a homeless problem? You know, like, do they got a housing problem? You know, we got a whole bunch of inflation going up, and y'all spending money on goddamn robots with guns and explosives, according to this fucking shit I just read, and the shit that's about to be passed, and the shit y'all just heard. That's my motherfucking speaker going on. But that motherfucker agreed with me. Like, that's the synchronicity of the universe saying, you right, Hurricane, keep going. I'm shooting from the hip here. But I talked about this and I said this. They're going to try to bring Robocop in this bitch. And these are the type of motherfucking looking drones, dog. You know, the fucking shit they got right now. This shit looks like what the military use, like when they motherfucking defuse bombs, or when they send some shit to motherfucking do recon, scope out a place, or do some distraction shit, or put the explosives on the bitch and go to a building and blow up some terrorists. This is what they want to do to us. But like I said, what if they go to the wrong place and kill the wrong people? Then what? You know what I'm saying? And then the other motherfuckers that's making the realistic robots, the ones that's making Sophia and shit, they try to put that bitch in the medical field. What if they fuck up the surgery? You feel me? What if they fuck up the surgery? They're like, oh, robot is state of the art and it does this and does that. But at one point, it's gonna fuck up. And when it fuck up, it's gonna fuck up bad. Like, there was a case at one job, like it was some type of machine, and it just killed the worker that was on the motherfucking assembly line and shit. It was shit crazy, dog. Shit, nigga, one of your checkout line motherfucking grab your kid's arm because your kid trying to play around and try to put up the groceries at the same time and get snatched up by the motherfucking grab arm in the grocery store. Nigga, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do then? We got to deal with the automation at work and shit with the parking machines. You know, like as soon as the weather get all bad, the machines get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So like that's another thing to stop these robots. We got to use the elements. You know what I'm saying? We got to use the elements. So if you see a robot, go get a bucket of hot water, throw it on. Using the elements, motherfucker. Using the elements. You know, but now I find it very fucking disturbing. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder what the criminals think. I wonder what the criminals think. I wonder what the gangbangers think. Like, these things about trying to send a robot in my hood. But guess what? This is to instill more fear. Because you throw a motherfucking like a monster suit on that motherfucker. Niggas gonna be scared. Niggas gonna be scared. Niggas gonna be scared. But revolutionaries like us, we won't be. You know, like we already know what to do. We already know what to do. Now I have to come up with a whole bunch of more strategies. So far, dismantle the motherfuckers if you see them, but you're gonna have to dismantle the police because they're gonna be with them. So you might have to take out a couple motherfuckers. Operation Robot Wars. Y'all, holy shit. Robot Wars. Y'all remember that shit back in the day? That bitch used to come on Spike TV or MTV. It was hosted by Mick Foley from wrestling. It was two different shows. It was Robot Wars and it was another show. But it was about these robots with these spikes on it, flamethrowers, saws and shit. And just thinking about this robot they just showed and displayed in San Francisco, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. Just thinking about it, nigga, Robot Wars. And plus, after I said Operation Robot Wars, it kind of made me think about it too. But still, they've been throwing this shit in our face every fucking year. We can go back to the 50s and watch those old school motherfucking robot movies. You know, like those black and white movies. We're all the way up to now. always been talking about robots. What is it with robots that is so fascinating with the powers that work? Why do they want robots so bad? Do they want to merge with them that bad? Because like they're trying to do that transhumanism, or are they really trying to, let's just say, just change the world for the worse instead of the better? Because with robots running the world, they don't have to worry about oxygen. They don't have to worry about drinking water. They don't have to worry about none of the bullshit that we have to worry about. Kill us off, have a whole bunch of robots, keep some humans alive as a form of control. They can't kill others. But this is gonna be scary for most people. Coming to think about it more deeply, this is gonna be scary in the future. But what I also love about the future is this: people like us, I'm sorry to say it, man, but we're gonna be cyber criminals. Like shit, we all gonna be cyber terrorists, cyber criminals, because like we're not gonna stand for this shit. These motherfuckers are gonna fuck up and kill the wrong person with that robot. And then I think that's probably what they planning. With the robots comes more laws and regulations. I'm ready. All I need is stock and hold gun. Yeah. Already begin the programming. Yeah. If your robot is more controllable. Yeah. Because they can just turn the bitches off at a flick of a switch. They know they can't complete us. They know they can't compete with us gods. So they got to create some shit to kill us. Right. This is why I say, see their ass, dismantle them, and hack their ass, and send them right back to their camp with a timer on it. Kaboom. You know what I'm saying? But Watch Dogs. There's a video game called Watch Dogs. It's about some revolutionary hackers stopping evil people. The first one was a good game. I'm not too fond of the second one, but the first one was the shit. I'm like, man, like the fucking shit that you do in the hacking world and the underground. But don't watch the movie Hackers. You can kind of get a feel of how the underground world is in that like in that criminal underground. I don't want to call it criminal underground. I just want to call it, revolutionaries. To me, hackers are revolutionaries to me because we're outcast from society. We all into computers and technology and gaming, and like crunching up numbers and cracking codes. You know what I'm saying? Like we need a type of people that like that fucks with that level. And at the same time, you need to get some money. So like these motherfuckers hacking bank accounts, you know what I'm saying? But like, they ain't hacking good people, they're hacking motherfuckers that deserve to get hacked. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag hack the planet. Hack the planet is going down. Watch the movie Hackers. And there's another movie called Antitrust. Antitrust and Hackers. Watch those two movies. I think those movies is kind of a prequel or sequel to each other, even though like they're not connected with each other, but there's something about it that has a connection. Like I can't explain it. Everything they make is from us. Yep. Carbon DNA. Yep. They're gonna make the robots. Yep. Yep. Powers be done. Yeah. These are the movies. Yeah, blame. For real, for real. But shit, man. Like I just wanted to bring that to y'all attention. Now we gonna play that again. Hold on, let's see if I can put my speaker back on. Okay. What the fuck? This motherfucking speaker ain't shit. All right. There we go. For real? All right. Let's hear this one more time, then we're gonna roll live.
Policy just considered by San Francisco supervisors, allowing robots to kill suspects in certain critical situations.
There's been a lot of talk about Robocop, or which I think sets a whole lot of minds going to a whole lot of different places.
This is KTVU Fox 2 News at 7 on KTVU Plus. And that controversial plan just passed about an hour ago in an 8-3 vote. Welcome, everyone, to the 7 here on KTVU Plus. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Greg Lee. Those police robots will be allowed to use potentially deadly force. The plan's drawn criticism from civil liberties advocates. KTVU crime reporter Henry Lee reports.
San Francisco police asking for approval by the Board of Supervisors to use robots like this one as a potential deadly force option. That means military-grade machines operated by trained officers could potentially kill suspects during critical incidents.
There's been a lot of talk about Robocop, or which I think sets a whole lot of minds going to a whole lot of different places, but this is not that.
San Francisco Supervisor Rafael Mandelman supports using robots for specific life-threatening cases.
In fact, I think it would be irresponsible not to make some kind of plan to use that technology in that horrific eventuality.
It's really just opening a window that eventually somebody's going to want to crawl through.
Matthew Goriglia, a policy analyst with the Electronic Frontier Foundation, says it doesn't make sense to give robots the ability to kill.
We are going to lessen the burden of using deadly force from having to pull a gun and pull the trigger to a button on a remote control.
SFPD already has 17 robots, and none of them have live ammunition. But the department is considering using a robot with explosives attached as a way to get into a building with violent, armed suspects barricaded inside. In a statement, SFPD said in part, while an explosive charge may be considered an intermediate force option, it could potentially cause injury or be lethal. Robots equipped in this manner would only be used in extreme circumstances to save or prevent further loss of innocent lives. The discussion in San Francisco comes just a month after the Oakland Police Commission decided against a policy that would have allowed OPD to use robots with shotguns. In Dallas, a robot armed with explosives was used by police to kill a man suspected of shooting and killing 5 police officers in 2016.
Report the robot to the scene.
Supervisor Hillary Ronan spoke out against authorizing lethal force for robots, saying she thinks this is an incredibly dangerous route to go. In San Francisco, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And Supervisor Ronan weighed in once again just after tonight's vote, writing on Twitter, quote, even worse than I thought. Only 3 of us, myself, Shaman Walton, and Dean Preston, voted against arming robots with weapons to kill.
Yeah. So now, in conclusion, last words, y'all see that motherfucking robot pop out? Y'all better have somebody on Overwatch, because if that motherfucker got the explosives, you're going to need a nice little shot from a distance, if you know what I mean. And then kaboom, the whole squad. Y'all want to play? It's chess, not checkers, right? And I hate the fucking chess analogy because the game is rigged. But if it's chess, not checkers in this scenario, then, like I said, fight fire with magma. These motherfuckers got robots. We're going to have to get boom, 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 boom. You can't bang, 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 bang no more. Pause. Pause. I gotta say that twice. But yeah. No click, click, pow. It got to be straight, boom. We cannot play because they're not playing with us. These niggas got drones. They got robot dogs. Now they got these motherfucking Robocops rolling out on wheels, talking about explosives. Okay, keep playing. Y'all about to waste all y'all resources every time y'all bring them bitches out, because people are going to see this video and they're going to be like, Hurricane's right. Yeah, COINTELPRO still active. I know y'all bitches is watching me. Fuck the FBI. But yeah, here's some homework. Here's some homework. Some good homework tonight. I want y'all to watch the movie Hackers. I want y'all to watch the movie Antitrust. I want y'all to watch the movie The Animatrix. The Animatrix is the story before we see Neo and Trinity in it. We find out what happened to the fucking world. We actually get to see it firsthand. You know what I'm saying? It's many different short stories, but if you put it all together, it's like one big fucking great fucking origin of the Matrix. It talks about everything. We humans fuck everything up. But I'm about to stop saying we humans. It was those niggas. It was those niggas. The governments around the world, those niggas did it. The robots actually came in peace. It was like, look, they came in peace, and the elites killed those niggas. So the robots had another land and created their own fucking, they was on some Magneto shit. Grabbed an island and just flourished. And like they flourished so tough, the economies of the world was getting jealous because now everybody was getting their shit from them. So like some other shit got put in place. The humans started a motherfucking war. They didn't want to listen. So then it was an all-out war. So that the humans blocked motherfuckers up. But like the visual of it is a lot better. So watch the Animatrix. That shit was great. And yeah, watch Antitrust and watch Hacker. And shit, fuck it. You can go off and watch shit. Blade Runner. Watch Ghost in the Shell. That's a great fucking shit. And shit, that's a lot of good shit. Fuck it, watch Robocop just to laugh. You know the best thing about Robocop? You know the best thing about Robocop? You motherfucking powers that word. You fucking alphabet boys. The best scene of Robocop is the beginning when they light that fucking cop up, nigga. Red Foreman from that 70s show, nigga. Bad guy. Nigga. Lit that motherfucker up. That was the fuck y'all get for coming into this motherfucking spot. But that's what they really want that robot for. They want that robot to motherfucking stop some shit like the first scene of Robocop. But no, y'all never gonna stop that shit. Bring that robot in that bitch if you want to. That motherfucker, as soon as that bitch come out the fucking SWAT truck, as soon as it roll out that little stand, y'all better be surrounding that bitch like they surround the Pope, nigga, because it's gonna be 10 snipers on that bitch. But niggas don't know how to shoot snipers. Shit. What about that? What about the DC sniper from back in the day? That nigga was black. Give me 10 DC snipers. Oh shit, this nigga Hurricane tripping. We're gonna have to delete this live. I'm gonna keep this live up. If this live ain't up, then nigga, they took it down. I don't take shit down. Don't worry, because you know I'm a bitch about it on the next live. But I need to be careful because I got a strike. So fuck that. They gotta nuke my shit, man. Look, they go back and grab months old videos. The longest was a year. That was the motherfucking robot situation. This is why I'm pissed because I'm like, okay, this is the reason why he did that because I don't want nobody to see the world's most evil invention. That's the name of my motherfucking title of those videos. The world's most evil invention. Part 1. Part 2 still on my channel somewhere. You gotta find it. Now I don't know which playlist is in. But yeah, these motherfuckers wild, dog. But I'm ready. We all gotta be ready. We all gotta be ready for this shit. We all gotta be ready for this shit. So, god damn, these motherfuckers wild, dog. I might have to pull a spook who sat by the door on a nigga, dog. I might have to infiltrate. I'm gonna have to infiltrate some shit. Get some motherfucking grenades. I wonder where the fuck T.I. got his weapons when he got caught with all them fucking military grade weapons. Who the fuck did you talk to get that shit, dog? Oh, I know who he was talking to. He was talking to the goddamn police. That's how you got locked the fuck up. I need to be careful. I can't be talking like this a lot. But I don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers just declare war on us, man. Come on, man. You're never just gonna sit here and just, oh my God, let me be quiet. I know what to say and what not to say, man, but like, she be like, man, there's some shit that you just can't hold in. That is good ass weed. But yeah, man, that's what's going on. San Francisco just passed a law. We got Robocop over there. But here's what people need to understand. These places, what is it? San Francisco, Baltimore, Jersey, Detroit, Cleveland, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Charlotte, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Like these places are on that list of the COINTELPRO. So they're trying to stir up some shit. But we just got to be better. So the message of the night is gangs of the world, unite. Set aside your fucking differences and let's take down our fucking enemy. I ain't say gangs and families of the country. I say gangs and families and sets and tribes of the world unite. Set aside your fucking differences and let's take down our enemy. Because I built this shit brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let y'all tear this shit down because y'all don't like the way another nigga talk. So I need y'all to do your homework. Watch Robocop. Watch Hackers. Watch Antitrust. Watch Ghost in the Shell. Watch Blade Runner. Watch Terminator 2. Watch iRobot. Most importantly, watch The Matrix. The Animatrix. And The Matrix. We need to get in tune. And for some reading, I want y'all to read a book called The Invisibles by Grant Morrison. So, it's your man Tony Kane telling you what it do. With some motherfucking review from out of San Francisco. Robocop is fucking here. Peace.